Vamos lá, rapaziada. Continuando aqui. A gente vai para raios súbitos. Esqueci completamente das imagens que você pediu. Nem lembrava o nome do bicho lá. Eu consigo enfrentar ele na hora que eu quiser aqui. Aliás, é aquele inimigo. Deixa eu ver onde é que eu posso ver aqui. É lá na biblioteca. Só quando eu estiver acessando a biblioteca eu posso dar uma olhada nisso pra você. Aí tu pega o nome dele e vai pesquisar.
Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Ah, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is.
Yes.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Jovem apaixonada.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
Parece a Ashley do Resident Evil 4.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
Ah, Ashley, velho.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on.
Tem muita energia ela.
Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Barqueiro.
What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Ah!
The storeroom, was it? I wonder... Mid's plotting.
Ah, que legal. Eu ainda não explorei essa parte aqui da navio.
Thank you, Sid, for coming back to us.
You look just like a princess. And you look like a princess's sister.
Só de pensar que eu já tive um cabelo do tamanho dela. Muito legal o cabelo dela, viu?
Shouldn't you be getting some rest, Sid?
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Yeah, you weren't like that.
Como você tá? Mano, tô muito cansado ultimamente, cara. Chega esse... Boa noite, meu querido, primeiramente, né? Ah, eu ando muito cansado ultimamente, galera. Essa hora pra mim jogar, eu tô só o pó da rabiola, cara. Abrir lives nesses... Ó, se não fosse Final Fantasy, provavelmente eu não estaria abrindo live pra jogar. Eu tô muito cansado à noite, nos últimos dias.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid,
Oficina?
you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while.
Oficina de quê?
Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
É que eu tô indo dormir tarde, cara. Acordo cedo.
I've studied enough.
Aí passa o dia todo acordado, trabalhando.
I know that I can help the people here.
Nos dois trabalhos.
Well. If Sid could see you now.
Por exemplo, passa o dia inteiro, esse é o primeiro momento do dia que eu tô jogando. Oi, Pedro. Boa noite, cara.
Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Aceitar a missão, mãos à obra. Tá, mas aí...
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Sim, aí tu faz o que da vida? Vamos lá, vamos descobrir. Fiquei curioso agora pra saber que tipo de coisa ela vai começar a fazer aqui. Que tipo de trabalho. Tá, ela quer que a gente vá falar com o ferreiro e com a mulher aqui.
Was wondering where you got to. Ned's back from Canva.
Just now, she's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask. Here's the list.
Quanto é que vai custar? Homem salva o mundo e ainda tem tempo de ajudar o povo assim, né?
This lot won't be much of a trader if I...
Excellent.
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Ou já tá tudo pago. Deixa eu ver se ela tem alguma coisa pra vender.
All pleasure.
Espada de platina. Tá tudo a mesma coisa ainda. Não, chegou cinturão aqui novo. Na verdade, chegou 2 cinturões novos. Aí esse... Cara, eu fico me perguntando por que um é roxo. Eu imagino que seja o nível dele. Tipo, de qualidade. E o outro tá cinza. Só que o cinza ainda é melhor do que o meu. Saiote de caçador. Já aqui não. Aqui eu já tô com o melhor. Tá, eu vou só dar uma conferida aqui no ferreiro. Pra ver se ele tem alguma coisa também disponível.
Blackthorn, you busy?
Blackthorn.
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. She requires certain...
Conjunto de ferramentas.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff?
Uma aeronave, é isso que eu tava pensando, velho.
I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
É isso que eu tava pensando. Final Fantasy sempre teve aeronaves, alguma coisa pra gente se locomover um pouco mais rápido nos mapas. Mas enfim, mas o Fast Travel aqui é tão rápido, cara. Pra que eu queria aeronave?
What do you need? Sorry, will it be?
Só pra farmar, né? Assim, andando. Pegar uns fight aí. Isso aqui é bom. Mata Draco. Isso é bom. Olha lá o cinto, tá vendo? Vou ter que... Aqui eu posso mandar ele... Quando eu vou fazer alguma coisa que eu vejo que só tem um item apenas, eu não uso. Eu não faço. Só depois que eu pegar o troféu lá que eu tô precisando. Eu não arrisco. Então é o seguinte. Eu prefiro comprar aqui com ela do que dar os materiais para preparar. Prefiro gastar dinheiro do que os materiais. Cadê? Esse aqui. Tá, vamos gastar com isso. Equipar, pronto. Agora vamos atrás da missão principal. Que é lá no pier.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
good oiling, isn't it?
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other, you know, the one over at Martha's Rest?
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Lá vai eu, lá na Marta de novo. Menino, o tanto de missão que a gente tem nessa Marta não é brincadeira não, viu? Ah, em off eu fiz todas as missões secundárias e também as de caçada. Encontrei os bichos. Os bichos brabo demais aí, com nível até muito mais alto que o meu pra poder enfrentar. Não muito mais alto, nivelado. Vou aproveitar que eu tô logo aqui e vou comprar poções.
What are you after?
Tá cheio? Não.
Much obliged. Take care out there, eh?
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
As pernas.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know...
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Far as I know, he's...
I'll look from there, then.
Ruínas. Edu, boa noite. Deixa eu ver aqui onde essas ruínas. Tá meio longe. Não muito, não. Chamar meu pé de pano aqui. Engraçado, tem um show clube ali. Só que eu não posso usar o meu show clube pra andar na cidade. Isso é discriminação aí com o cidadão aqui, velho. Oxi. O clube simplesmente aparece no meio do mapa, cara. Tá bom, não ligo não. Eu não vou evitar as batalhas. Eu vou evitar as batalhas, até porque eu tava batalhando em off. Hoje na academia eu treinei ao som das músicas do Final Fantasy, cara. Essa música aí eu tenho quase certeza que ela teve aí um pouquinho de referência com Final Fantasy VIII. Aí, por quê? É muito parecido o começo da música, o ritmo dela. E também tem um instrumento que é usado também na música de Final Fantasy VIII. E... 8 com 8, 16. Entendeu? Testou os poderes do Titã. Ah, eu já troquei aqui o Titã, ele tá comigo aí já, velho. Eu já sabia que na demo a gente joga com ele, tá ligado, mano? Então eu já sabia que ia ser bom jogar com ele. Ele é muito forte. Ele tem uns ataques lá que detonam em área.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a position for you.
Oh, do you now?
Eu acredito que todo mundo aqui gosta de pop playtime, meu querido.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Esse é o começo do jogo.
That there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though.
Depende, Edu. Eu não, tipo, eu não sei sua faixa etária, não sei seus gostos, assim. Se você por acaso gosta de jogos que nem Final Fantasy, então você não vai gostar de pop.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
well, thank you kindly. And take care.
É jogo terror indie de mascotes. É, tipo, é uma das paradas mais famosas aí que tem nos últimos tempos. Extremamente hypado. É legal.
This shouldn't take long.
Isso aí só aconteceu porque eu defini num time exato. Isso é o bloqueio do Titan. Vou ver se eu consigo fazer aqui de novo. Nice. Esse aqui prova... Eita. Jogou voando, velho. Que legal. Titan! Você está jogando no PlayStation 5? Sim. Estou sim, meu querido. PlayStation 5 é meu xodó. Qual o sentido de lutar contra as plantas? Diga isso a Pokémon lá que coloca os Bells Pro pra lutar desde antes de Final. Quem é mais antigo, Pokémon ou Final Fantasy?
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot.
Bells Pro.
Now my folks can rest.
Valeu, Plum. Os dinossauros é mais antigos. E aí, Jean? Quem é mais antigo, Jean? Pokémon ou Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy vai fazer 40 anos, né, cara? Se é que não já fez, será?
After the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Tá. O cara poder ir pro esconderijo, eu tive que dar meia hora de samba de peia no bocado de bicho no meio do mato.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
É, bicho, isso aqui eu vi, ó, até a IGN postou um negócio hoje. Isso aqui provavelmente... Deixa eu ver se... Engraçado. Ok. Modo fotografia. Isso aqui provavelmente é uma referência a Final Fantasy. Isso aqui é uma referência a Final Fantasy 9. Cadê o brilho? Nossa, aqui é muito vagabundozinho, viu? Esse modo fotografia aqui, cara. Não tem nem como... Não tem nem como mexer no brilho, nem nada da imagem. Tirar uma foto desse Vivi aqui. Pronto. Eu já vim nessa casa. Eu acho que eu não vim aqui antes, não. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Já vou ler a mensagem sobre Pokémon aí que eu perguntei. Ó, eu não vim aqui ainda não. Opa. Também não tem nada, né? Nossa, parece muito aquela casa lá do começo do jogo, velho. É rolo de seda. Fino do fino. Olha só, tem uma arena aqui, ó. Isso aqui é uma arena. Pode ter certeza que é uma caçada. Pode ser que não tenha nada lá agora, né? Tem itens no cenário. E eu tenho pra mim que vai ser uma caçada muito braba. Olha o tamanho dessa arena, mano. O que será que eu vou encontrar aqui depois, hein? Tá. Vamos que vamos. Vamos lá. Pokémon começou como um jogo de carta. A própria Nintendo começou com uma empresa de brinquedos de jogos de cartas, sim. Eu vejo muito vídeo sobre a história dos videogames, cara. Nintendo, Sega, já vi muito documentário, muita coisa assim. E não me canso de ver, mano. Mesmo sendo as mesmas histórias assim, às vezes, sempre alguém tem alguma coisinha a mais que o outro não falou e sempre agrega. Falando de Final Fantasy hoje, o YouTube me indicou. Passei a manhã trabalhando, ouvindo ela. Tá, e eu vou te indicar uma pra você escutar e passar o dia chorando com ela. Melody of Life. A melodia da vida, do Final Fantasy IX. Dicção tá 10 de 10.
Brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Melodies of Life.
Anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for.
Ou se você quiser uma música braba mesmo, a música da introdução do Final Fantasy VIII. Você já vê logo Ela é da introdução. Nossa, é muito braba aquela. Diminui o tempo de recarga do punho colossal. Ah, mano, mas só tenho 3 espaços no inventário e nem tem graça. Será que depois que quiser a gente vai aumentar aqueles espaços lá, mano? Ô, louco, bicho. Apareceu 2 missões aí, uma missão lá. E ali é contramão. Então vou fazer o seguinte. A partir das quartas-feiras. Mas sem zoeira nenhuma. Pesquisem aí depois. Uma música muito linda, cara. Melody of Life. É uma das músicas mais bonitas de Final Fantasy. Ela ganhou umas premiações aí, viu? No meio do mundo. É uma música cantada, tá? Não é só instrumental não, que nem muitas vezes aí em Final Fantasy. Boys want the blast, veja a versão em inglês. Eu gosto da versão em inglês.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry.
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why. But I never really thought how my words might affect them.
Tá, eu não era nem pra estar passando isso aqui.
So the plan was to
E o vídeo é somente sobre as missões principais. Ok. Deixa eu abrir o mapa aqui. E vamos vir pra cá.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
É, perguntar por que o Togo agora tá se transformando naquilo lá. E eles estão com medo que isso faça ele morrer.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
Eu nem
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the northern
Isso é muito Games of Thrones.
They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound,
Glacial.
but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frost.
Fenrir, cara. É muita mitologia nórdica aqui, cara.
Now, the annals do not
Odin e por aí vai.
But I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Oxê.
A girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Huh?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
É, no começo do jogo ela tá até com ele no colo toda hora.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Faz sentido agora, legal.
Though Torgal's power is his own.
E?
His latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's
Não precisa receber pela saúde dele.
appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn,
Behemoth.
I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Pedro, boa noite, cara, tudo bom?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Algum tempo depois... E ela preparou um cantinho só dela. Uma mesa... Ixi, ela fez uma mesa de mármore, é isso mesmo?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Ah, meu querido.
That's settled. I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Só não agora, né?
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
Thanks from before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return.
Essa galera vai trabalhar junto com ela aqui. Ah, deixa eu ver aqui agora o que a gente vai fazer. Vamos lá pra missão principal.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour with you.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to...
What?
Word, that'd be a...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be...
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Quem será, cara?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure.
Ah, é o tio dele.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Ah, isso é muito legal, isso, cara. E o tio dele é um dos caras mais ricos que tem por aí, viu? O cara é dono de mais de 100 cidades. Enquanto isso... Orlas Gêmeas, Sacro Império. Nossa, novo captor sagrado. Muito bonito.
American government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing
Oi, Bahamut.
in the matter, I see no reason.
Esse é Bahamut. E a mãe do Clive ali, ó.
We must insist on substantial reparation.
Sem navios? Eu entendi que era cidades, é sem navios?
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed.
Não sei não se é.
Dalmex empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Huh?
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance,
Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him.
Exatamente.
And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka.
Toda vida que mandar um dominante para uma batalha sempre é a última opção deles, porque eles sabem que se eles forem, geral vai morrer. Não importa qual lado. Todo mundo sai perdendo.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Aí, ó.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Oh.
For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Oxi. Olha a imagem lá atrás, tem um dragão voando. Só me lembrei dele agora.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
O filho é somente... O filho é uma arma de guerra e pronto, é só isso mesmo.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Ela não é mãe dele, né? E...
McGregor forgive you.
Acho que ele fica assim porque sabe que... Ele não parece ser mal, né?
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Aí, ó. O rei... A galera tá suspeitando que pode ser que ele venha atrair eles.
You disappoint me, Dion.
É que o príncipe sabe que se ele entrar em combate, muita gente vai morrer inocente. Ok. Pelo menos é isso que eu tô entendendo. Eu não consigo pegar a história de jogo, ainda mais no nível desse aqui de Final Fantasy. De primeira não, cara. Eu sou muito burro pra isso. Tá, nossa missão ela continua por aqui mesmo. Lá na parte de baixo vamos recepcionar nosso tio que acabou de chegar da cidade, cara. Vamos dar um rolê ali com o velho.
My dear nephew.
How did you find this place?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful, as are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Aí é God.
2,000? And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still...
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final... Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
O jogo com história, desde que começa a história e a gente segue o jogo.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company.
Se você não morrer no meio do caminho.
I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And
Eu acho que a Shiva não vai comigo nessa viagem, não.
Be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Acho que dessa vez Clive não vai levar ela, não. Ainda mais por causa dos últimos eventos.
Mid's finished outfit, Nolan. Workshop with a little help from us.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going
compreendo, Pedro.
Mother Crystal.
Quem sabe?
All I'm after is Kupka's head.
Aumentar o hype da galera, né? Só que eles demoraram um tanto pra lançar o jogo deles que a galera meio que perdeu até o hype pelo jogo, mano. Eles investem muito pouco no marketing do jogo.
Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks.
Eu também, Lubinho.
So, what about your uncle? I mean...
Já falo mais sobre ele.
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Não gosto de ficar falando durante o diálogo não, dos bonecos não.
Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Eu tenho interesse de jogar os Dark Deception. Eu sempre gostei de Dark Deception. Eu sempre achei ele um jogo bem interessante, muito bom. A história em si, a gameplay, tudo. Só que os últimos capítulos eu achei que eles ficaram muito grandes, o mapa. Desnecessário, muito enchimento de linguiça.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away.
Tô com medo desse cara morrer, velho. Na moral. Vocês acham que ele vai morrer? Opa, apareceu um local novo aqui no cenário, cara. Eu sempre olho pra esse mapa e acho ele pequeno, mano. Mas pelo que a gente já jogou até então, não é pequeno não, né? Ainda acho pequeno comparado com os outros Final Fantasy que tem. Será que a gente ainda vai vir pra cá? Vai, que tem esse aqui, ó. Tem ainda 2 cristais, é. Para PlayStation.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Será que o vai lutar junto comigo? Vai. Enigma nas areias. A gente pode chamar um show clube. Deixa eu ver esse mapa. Mapa grande. Nossa, mapa grande, velho. Aí, ó. Legal. Vamos chamar o show clube.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Markham well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Vamos ver se o tio luta muito. Tio, chega aí. Não vai dar tempo de testar. Vou matar tudinho agora só com um ataque. Falei? Ixi, acordei os escorpião. Vai, Dogo! Dogo!
To me, boy!
Sai do meio, menino. Oxi! Ai, daí, ó. Um tapa desse.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
Coitado.
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, falling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
É, pelo visto a gente tem muito o que andar.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Bonita, né? Garras? Ixi, o doguinho não gostou não.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Complexo, como é que tá, mano? Ups. Se os caras que manjam das coisas estão se protegendo aí, é claro que eu vou fazer o mesmo, né? Se escondendo aí.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Já tá pronto. Parece aqui. Ela pede uma pizza e demora 2 horas às vezes. Ela vai estar levando a comida de alguém. Olha só que coincidência no mesmo local, amigos. Sangue. Caraca, velho.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No. We must press on.
Eu sei morrer não adianta nada, meu querido.
Has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Eu acho que ele nem morreu naquela hora. Aquilo vai ser explicado na hora que ele se reencontrar com o irmão. E ela vai encontrar com o irmão dele agora, ó. Quando ela descer lá, ela com certeza vai ver ele e vai se assustar. Aí vai sair: seu irmão tá aqui, vamos meter o pé daqui agora. Aí vai pegar água. Cachaça.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Episódio de hoje é só conversa.
The commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim. We'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Fala abaixo, véi.
Get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Lascou. Mas é boa a história, Johnny. Tô adorando.
Sorry.
Opa. Ela só viu os caras, mas não viu eles, não. Espiritinho sempre confunde a Johnny com o rapaz.
Trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
E é porque é rico. Mas só ficou rico porque não economizou. Porque economizou, né? Não desperdiçou. Faz sentido.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Ó, vai quebrar agora, mano.
Gladly.
Bora, culpado!
The outlaw! Take him! Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just...
Acabou já. Não acabou, não. Ah, não queria ter usado isso, não. Só que aí a gente chamou a atenção de todo mundo, né? Nosso disfarce foi para o Beleléu. E a menina já vai correr. Temos que sair daqui. Seu irmão está lá embaixo, tacando pau em todo mundo. E seu tio tá comendo de tudo de graça.
For your trouble.
Não, de graça não. O homem deixou mais dinheiro do que tudo aí.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Só um pouquinho mais de sal, minha querida. Dá pra comprar. Isso me lembra um garoto que se chama Atreus quanto um deus do trovão Thor. Não me lembro disso, não. Ah, lembra. Eu tô lembrado agora. Deu ruim, deu ruim, deu ruim.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Oxe. O irmão dele tá perto daí.
Clive?
Vai sair derrubando porta por porta. Muita coincidência, tu ir diretamente na porta onde ele tava, cara.
O miserável é um gênio!
Alguém comeu aqui.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Ele ainda tá com uma pena do rabo da Fênix, cara. Ops, eu esqueci que eu tô ao vivo.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, vamos dar uma olhada aqui na cidade, né? Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa interessante aqui. Ferroada fatal. A ferroada fatal? O lar do lazer. O brejo. O portão do norte. Tá, o jogo não quer que eu explore ainda não. O Hugo morreu. Matou ele. Cara, eu lutei com ele ontem à noite. Deixei ele numa situação complicada. Digamos que eu só decapitei as duas mãos dele.
It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Ai, fale com os cidadãos aqui do local.
Like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Só entendi a parte da tequila e só. Música cara desse jogo, viu?
Fare you well.
Muito bem. Vamos lá. Eu vi que ele parecia um cotoquinho, mas depois você enfrentou ele quando começou a live, não é? Não enfrentei ele hoje não. Não enfrentei ele hoje de jeito nenhum, cara.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Senhorita?
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Aquele local que eu falei agora há pouco.
This young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason.
Fala que o local é aqui. Ah, tá ali. Capitão do bar.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman, a long-standing pillar of your community, I believe.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all... Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you.
Casas de banho.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Sweet incense! Wax candles!
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an interview.
Uma casa de banho. Isso vai dar muito certo, com certeza. Brio.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
Opa.
So you're the ones.
Tem que ter, né? Macho sem querer. Macho sem camisa querendo uma surra no meio-dia. Não se faça de burro. Já não gostei do seu linguajar comigo, viu? Vou dar uma surra em você pra não ficar sem camisa no meio do mundo. Olha aí. Vou dar uma queimadura no meio do lombo. Terremotozinho assim só pra ficar manso. Ai, dormiu. Minha arma demorou 2 anos pra poder ficar pronta, tá? Pronto, depois dessa surra eles nunca mais andaram sem camiseta.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss.
Eu não tenho nada a ver com isso não.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Ah, o cabo velho com quem a gente conversou agora há pouco.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina.
Rosina.
She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Ao Lar do Lazer. Até imagino que deve ser isso. Se fosse do prazer, aí ficava mais na cara ainda. Vamos ver.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
A Twitch, ela bloqueia quase todas as mensagens que o Expeditinha me manda. Aí eu tenho que... Aí aparece a mensagem pra mim toda a vida. Recusar ou permitir as mensagens do Expeditinho.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
É sério. Essa daí, por exemplo, só liberou porque eu deixei.
I need passage through the south gate.
Também acho.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Eu pensei a mesma coisa, Lobinha.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Confiança.
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man.
Tô vendo. Você é muito ocupado mesmo.
Let's leave this mama to his farce. By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
Quem é que a gente tem que bater pra você confiar na gente?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Vixe, lá ele.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid...
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be...
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of it. Follow the crystal. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I mean...
Pique os cristais.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Ok, então.
Thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Vamos... Nossa, muita coisa. Tem aqui no portão. Aqui pra trás tem uma, então bora logo aqui.
Excuse me. Is it?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thief. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these... And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them...
Sim, complexo. Esse aí eu também tô animado. My Friendly Neighborhood. Vai ser lançado também mês que vem.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Oh, louco.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off. Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Era só isso. Oxi. Pera aí, ele tá lá em cima onde, mano? Pra cá?
Let me treat you.
Pra cá?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Faltava o tio tá me traindo, né?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around them. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in... But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sword if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded...
Falou, Espiritinho, até mais.
Far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support.
Vixe, agora ficou longe, hein?
If things turn sour...
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Deixa eu ver, eu acho que eu posso tirar direto, né? É. Antes era aranhas, agora é escorpião.
Caution, my boy. I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them.
Não esquece de pegar o dinheiro depois não, viu? Pronto, morreu todo mundo. Pegou mais.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Tem alguém curando a vida desse vagabundo aqui enquanto eu tô tentando matar ele. Essa luta aqui tá sem futuro. Quem é que tá curando sua vida? Esse meliante safado sem futuro aqui em cima, mano. Aí, morreu. Pronto. Vou pegar esse item aqui. Pronto. Até Choclobo vai entrar no pau aqui. Nossa, eu pensei que tinha arrancado a cabeça dele. Ok.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but...
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well...
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreigner. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Dear, was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Eu consegui dormir. Tudo bem, complexo.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Tá, a gente vai ter que ir pra onde? Lá pra parte de baixo. Eu preciso ir por cima, deixa eu ver por onde eu vou. Bom, o portão tá aberto, então vamos pra lá. Depois eu pegar essa missão ali. Tigelas e bacias.
They've opened the gate.
Lubo was true to his word.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
Lubo.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Nosso objetivo de hoje é destruir... Cadê? Deixa eu ver se dá pra ver daqui. O negócio daqui é de tamanho, velho. Não dá pra ver daqui. Tá, só temos um caminho. Nossa senhora. Bonito, hein?
Faster!
Tá muito quieto. Aqui tá bloqueado, é? Aqui? É. Deixa eu ver lá o que eles vão falar.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's
Ele
nothing I can do.
tava preocupado em recuperar os cristais e, sem saber, provavelmente mandou eles pra destruir a fonte. Deixa eu ver aqui. Tá, aqui é voltando e aparentemente pode ter alguma coisa no final desse beco. Mas acredito que deve ser uma caçada, não agora.
What is this place?
Que lugar é esse?
Spring, which provides the water for the Dalamil Inn's famous healing bath.
Legal.
I wouldn't mind having a dip myself. If we didn't have more pressing matters to attend to, of course.
Depois a gente vem aí.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
A presa do Draco.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
Eu acho que o tio dele fica por aí.
I will. Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you.
Kuka.
Kuka.
Chegou a hora. Vamos lá, deixa eu ver. Diferente dos outros cristais que pairam sobre o reino, a pressa do Drácula fica escondida bem fundo de um rochedo raso que os especialistas chamam de geodo. Vamos lá. Cresceu pra dentro. Não, aí você dando uns tapas desse vai melhorar muito. Ai, meu Deus.
Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Nossa. Então, esse é aquele menininho. Uma coisa que eu reparei, ele que tem as tranças do cabelo igual aquele menino lá, o filho da rainha.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Acho que ele vai consumir muito do éter. Vai acabar se transformando, que nem acontece com aqueles caras que consomem demais. Aí vai rolar a batalha do Ifrit versus o Titan.
Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Como Benedita, eu sabia que ele ia citar ela. Pra provocar mais ainda, ó.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
No teto.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Caminho da escuridão. E começou.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. We've been too long. Sword! much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Eu sempre achei que esses negócios de apertar R2 é desnecessário. É só pra mostrar a função do DualSense também. Olha, eu posso segurar o botão, ele tem resistência, só pra isso. Vai. O bloqueio do Titan é muito legal, cara. Quando você consegue fazer essa defesa perfeita, ele emenda esse combo aí. Da hora. Pera aí, mano. Ah, era isso que eu tava pensando. Não vim daqui, não. Nice. Ué, pra onde é que eu vou?
Animals, you should never have left Ash. Stay down.
Ah, meu amigo. Para raios. Não, é de Ramu. Ah, eu não curti muito não. Bom pra quem gosta de atacar de longe, mas aqui não rola não. Tá, o caminho é pra cá.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Oxi. Bora, meu filho. Ah, rapaz, me decepcionou um pouco, hein? É uma caçada, é não, mas vai ter uma hora que esse coloca vai ser uma caçada. Alguém meteu um spoiler numa capa de um vídeo aí, eu vi.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Acho que pra essa parte da gameplay eu acho que eu tô bem forte. Os inimigos estão deixando a desejar.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal on his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
Acho que esse cara ali é alguma coisa do último, só pode ser. É, pelos bichos aí que estão aparecendo, só pode ser. The best player, eu nunca duvidei, isso é doido. Aumentou o dano de tempestade em 10%. Os caras estão me dando um item do Ramu e eu acabei de conseguir o Titan.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Cadê um? Bravura. Alguns oponentes usarão a habilidade bravura para revigorar aliados próximos, melhorando o desempenho de combate deles. Certo. É o capa safado que lá no fundo, né? Isso é ruim. E aí, Gustavo? Foi todo mundo pra casa do caralho. Já era.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? This won't be easy.
Oxe, eu tô travado aqui, velho. O que tá acontecendo? Tá, eu tô na brincadeira aqui, vai ter... Eu quase vou pro famoso, hein? Quase. Ah, tá um jogão sensacional, meu querido. Isso eu não tinha dúvida que seria, sempre é um jogão. É Final Fantasy.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Aumenta o dano de cataclismo em 8%. Isso aqui. Ué.
Just what I needed.
Silence!
That better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka!
Oxi. E, nossa, e ela tá daquele jeito.
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Tem ninguém lá. Oxi.
Get away from her.
Tudo pra ficar mais pistola ainda comigo. Os caras estão fazendo na cabeça dele, ó. E, ó. Olha. Eita, pera aí, mano. Tudo pra ele despertar o poder máximo dele. Ficar full pistola aí. E vir com tudo pra cima do Clive.
Oh shit, he's priming.
Pode esperar uma batalha que nem aquela que teve com a Benedita naquela hora.
Not now.
Sem nada.
Find him.
Ali é só na cabeça dele.
Done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
Irmão dele. Ou eu sei lá, Canefé é outro cara. Meu amigo, né? O bicho vai pegar agora, viu? Você aprendeu enxofre. Só me diga como é que tudo não cai. Ai, ai, ai. Vamos lá, Clive aprendeu habilidade de enxofre de titã. Segure. Ok. Para provocar uma explosão violenta, segure por mais tempo para aumentar o raio e a força da explosão. Aperte X a qualquer momento para cancelar o carregamento. Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Ok. Vulnerável. Se for a explosão será acionada automaticamente. Beleza.
Let's give this a try.
Em respeito a seu cabo. Perdi o ataque porque atrapalhou ali. Nossa, varreu o chão com rift. Eita! Vou pegar poder pra ele. Vai comer, cara. Vai ficar bolado agora, velho. Não duvido nada de ficar maior ainda.
What the hell has he done?
Era isso que eu queria ver, uma batalha aqui fora, não lá dentro. A proporção do tamanho da batalha agora aqui do lado de fora. Lá tava muito contido. Agora a batalha nível Dragon Ball. Eita, mano, cara. Caraca, velho. Você tá doido? Meu Deus do céu, Berg. Meu Deus do céu, Berg. É agora ou nunca? Vamos embora. Nossa, eu tô muito doido agora, velho. Lá vem as pedras. Olha a pedra. Essa música me lembra Devil May Cry, cara. E imagina aí que tá o mundo todo assistindo a luta, né, de longe. Isso tá me lembrando um pouquinho de God of War 3. Nossa, eu tomei uma pedrada agora, velho. Literalmente, olha a pedra, hein. Ixi. Boa, garoto.
I've got you now.
Eu não entendi nada agora. Acho que eu poderia ter metido porrada nela, não era? Tava tentando fazer isso faz tempo e não tava conseguindo. Eita. Vai usar isso aí contra ele. Ah, não. Ah, vai sim. Jogo de navinha agora, mano. Literalmente. Putz. Oxe, eu não aceitei não. No momento decisivo.
Heads up, Hugo.
Meteu na cara dele. Abriu no meio. Essa batalha não acabou hoje não, velho. Que... Ficou pra trás, oxe. Abriu. Eu consegui esquivar, velho. Esse poder só tá pronto toda hora que eu não... que ele para do atordoamento. Eu acho que agora ele morre. Agora já era, meu querido. Tem que montar essa cara. Caraca, velho. Meu amigo. Nossa, tá rebocando eu na parede, velho. Que é isso? Ele vai usar. Vou ficar bolado. Vou ficar boladão agora, velho. Caraca, ainda quebrou, velho. Achar essa cabeça no meio. Já era, meu irmão.
E morreu.
É, mas era o final da vida dele, por isso que eu deixei. Sem problema. Era o finalzinho da vida. Era só o jogo enrolando pra não matar ele mesmo. Quem deve ter achado bom foi o Bahamut, né? Batalha épica, cara. Eu sei não, o cara pensa... Como é que vai ser as últimas batalhas desse jogo? Porque uma batalha dessa daqui já foi desse jeito. Se bem que eu acredito que muita gente ficou esperando essa batalha acontecer pra ver como é que ia ser, velho. Porque o Titan sempre foi colossal em todos os Final Fantasy, mano. Agora sim. O Odin também sempre foi. Olha aí, ó. É, Odin, Bahamut. Mas Titan é doido. Começando a pensar que não é o irmão dele, velho. Não é mesmo.
Ultima. What do you want?
Your soul is
ele mesmo.
with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
Fico mais perdido que segue em tiroteio.
No more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Aí, ó, Odin.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for
uma mulher.
his head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Da pedra à areia.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Caraca. Coitada da criança, velho.
Must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Tipo assim, do nada, lá ele, velho. Oxe, não entendi essa cena, não. Do nada, mano.
That you were my master. But alas.
Não teve nenhuma preparação. Pegou, acho que pegou todo mundo de surpresa agora com essa cena aí, viu? engano, em Game of Thrones era da mesma forma também, cara. Tinha um cara lá que lutava pra caramba, mano. Mas aí era... Se eu não me engano, ele morre, tá? É que todo mundo morre lá naquela série.
Cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
Ele é mais rápido que o Clive, realmente. O Clive já teve umas 3 oportunidades.
You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
Alguém chegou pra ver ele.
What is it?
Titan morreu.
Olivier has been made emperor.
Ah, não.
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Olivier é o filho mais novo lá, né? É?
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
É o Joshua. É.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you. At ease.
Oh shit.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix.
Nossa, que memória boa. E aquela era uma criança quando viu, hein?
Want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Já que ele vai contar agora o que aconteceu?
Told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House.
Ele só vai contar pra Clive.
I have a tale to tell you.
E não vai contar pra gente. Tá tudo bloqueado, pessoal. Não posso parar agora não o vídeo porque... E a live. Eu não vou conseguir fazer nada em off se ficar assim. Vamos ter que voltar pro acampamento, pro esconderijo. Até liberar os mapas aí. Cara, tá muito bom isso aqui, velho. Onde é que Togo conseguiu escapar daquilo tudo, mano? Uma nova esperança. Já liberou, já. Deixa eu dar só um rolê ali em cima pra ver se vai liberar mais alguma coisa. Aí eu... Às vezes eu vou ali em cima, libero umas missões secundárias e já faço logo tudo de uma vez. Porque... eu faço em off. Provavelmente eu tenho que falar ali com a principal. Vamos falar com a principal. Eu acredito que deve liberar muita coisa. Até várias missões secundárias, caçada, essas coisas. Olha, caçada. Já tô vendo que tem caçada nova. Olha ela aí, ó.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang. I expect that was your doing as well, what?
It's
one for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Ah, tá.
Leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any
É sem futuro, né? Você ter
since I've been away.
esses poderes e não poder usar, porque cada vez que usa, mais perto de morrer fica.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you.
Falar com Vivian aqui.
Ah, the conquering hero returns.
I may have picked up.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked the scent of Waludas.
The very same, but whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Lá vai. Senta que lá vem a história.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means, well, not quite all in your... The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice, the wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them. Consider it the price of today's
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human.
I suppose we are.
Agora lá vai eu. Contrata um carro de som aí, vai anunciando todo mundo aí que eu matei o cara. Oxi. Ah, meu Deus do céu, vou ter que parar meu tempo só pra poder anunciar pessoal aí. Matei o homem, matei o homem. Oi, tem 5 caçadas novas, cara. Oi. Ah, eu vou falar com esse povo? É rápido, deixa eu ver. É um perto do outro, são 3 só. Ele desviveu um cara. Começar com a vendedora.
Well, someone looks pleased with him.
Nothing escapes you, late. It's true.
Good. I'll start to get a crick in my neck.
Pronto. É só que é rápido. Isso aqui é besteira, viu?
What is it? I wanted to tell you that... I can't tell you.
A cara do cara, velho. Logo o ferreiro, mano.
Under a new Sid, I'll try to live up to the name.
Eu vi a hora dele chorar agradecendo ali, mano.
Ah, Clive. Have you... No. To share mine,
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Essas 2 crianças perderam os pais naquela invasão no esconderijo. Quem matou quando o Hugo se transformou num Titan.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates.
É isso que eu quero saber, vamos ver aí.
Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying.
Caraca.
Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost...
Jamais existiu.
I don't... Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, but until I do, my investigations...
Thank you.
Ok, ninguém sabe quem é, ninguém consegue ver, só quem consegue ver é o Clive. Deixa eu falar com você aqui de novo, meu querido, só pra poder... Eu preciso que você chegue no nível 5, cadê?
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Tem muitas histórias aí pra contar. Eu acho que você vai subir uns 2 níveis agora. Um já foi. Mais um. Vai só mais um pouquinho. Aí eu ganho um troféu. Depois eu vejo isso aqui. Tem muitas histórias aí pra gente ver. E esse cara aqui, que eu queria saber quem é esse cara, mano. Dos exércitos, é conhecido por muitos como o cavaleiro constante devido ao seu comportamento sempre apático e a lealdade inabalável ao seu soberano. Ele realmente merece a confiança completa de Barnabas e recebeu o comando total das ordens dos cavaleiros reais, apesar de aparentar ser muito jovem. Entretanto, o motivo de prestar auxílio a Hugo para fugir do castelo continua desconhecido. Bom, falta o quê? Falar com o velho lá, né? Com o outro. Ah, tá. Da Yara, né? Vamos fazer isso aqui. O nome do bicho lá. Agradeço a Lubinha, que ela lembrou. Personagens. Bestiário. Aqui os Titans. Aqui. Tá aí o nome dele aí. Anota. Criatura de corpo esguio e de peles lustrosas. São todos menos fofos. Eles atacam suas presas ferozmente com dentes, garras e até bigodes. Eles davam um dano elétrico nos outros Final Fantasy, cara. Se eu não me engano, né?
Did you learn everything you needed?
Ainda acho que tem poucas criaturas nesse jogo. Ainda acho. E quando eu venho Final Fantasy na minha cabeça, eu lembro logo do Final Fantasy 9, 8. Eu não sei exatamente quantos tem no Final Fantasy 8, mas no Final Fantasy 9 era mais de 100 bichos. Aqui parece que não tem nem 50, sei lá, tem variações do mesmo tipo.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border across. You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you
just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft...
No. She was right.
Ah, but you ain't told it. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully, if not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, be sure. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
A menina é filha de Sid? Eu não sei ao certo. Vamos ver aqui. Provavelmente eles vão falar alguma coisa.
Mid might need some help turning up.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement
Tá
stack.
criando uma nave.
Yeah.
And this is for...
Only the fastest,
ship.
finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
Mint.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done.
É, Sid é pai dela mesmo, tá vendo?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching.
E faz...
Made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Bola de fogo.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Eu tenho muito pra falar agora, viu? Que tá me caindo as fichas tudo aqui na minha cabeça.
I get no tell of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Bora lá. Ela é filha de Sid. O que faz muito sentido aqui agora. Ela tá trabalhando numa nave. E a nave simplesmente é essa aqui que a gente está. Ela com certeza vai transformar tudo isso aqui na nave. E a gente vai conseguir planar por aí. Detalhe, pra vocês que não manjam de Final Fantasy, Sid sempre foi um personagem que teve praticamente em todos os Final Fantasy. Eu não sei se a partir do segundo ou do terceiro Final Fantasy ele sempre esteve. E ele sempre foi um personagem relacionado a engenheiro, construtor. E muitas das vezes era sempre o cara que preparava essas naves pra gente estar viajando no mapa, sabe? Literalmente nos outros Final Fantasy a gente viajava no mapa utilizando umas naves. No Final Fantasy IX tinha 2 naves diferentes. 2 ou é 3. Eu sei que é um dos últimos chefes, a gente até controla as naves do último chefe lá, um negócio assim. E o cara era Cid. Se bem que no Final Fantasy IX, Cid é o rei de uma cidade lá. Mas esse reino é cheio dessas naves assim, cara. Então faz sentido essa menina ser filha do Cid e ela está fazendo uma nave. Olha só, meu Deus, que legal, cara. Uma aula aí de Final Fantasy aí pra vocês. Como é que eu paro de jogar isso aqui? Mano, eu preciso...
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
Esse bucha.
This is my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then. What is it?
She said you would know.
Projeto de registramento térmico. É precisar dos materiais, eu vou ter que buscar.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin.
Já vou finalizar. Quantas horas de jogo a gente já tem aqui, hein? Só esse vídeo aqui já tá com 3 horas e 12. O vídeo. Tô nem falando da live.
So Lid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And, what is...
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep... That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust. That's for the
Estelar.
It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if one of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then. Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Vou dar uma olhada. Ok. Ok, tem algumas missões aqui pra fazer. Eu vou fazer elas em off. Jovens, seguinte. Vamos lá então, finalizando mais uma parte da gameplay aqui. Acho que ficou bem completo esse vídeo aqui. Ficou massa. Nível 33. Cara, eu subi um nível em 3 horas. Valeu, pessoal. Falou.